Basil here with Basil's Garage. Behind me is a 2026 F250 Platinum that we just finished up. This truck build was actually pretty minor. We did a Hellwig rear sway bar and an underseat air compressor that we'll dive in and show you. But the big ticket item and the largest thing on it is the 4-Wheel Camper's Hawk slide-in camper. So we're gonna do a deep dive on this camper, show you what the customer optioned on it, as well as take a look at some of those smaller options on the truck side. So to start, 26 F250 Platinum. It's got the high output 6.7 diesel. Really, really nice truck to build, to put a camper on the back of. This is a great example of that you don't actually need to do much to the truck to be able to haul a camper. The F250 has plenty of payload capacity to be able to safely haul this camper in the back of it. Brakes are big enough. Tires from the factory are great. Good, simple package. Yes, there are things you can do, like a full Carly suspension, lots of in-between points that'll help it ride better, both on and off road. Clear, bigger tires, look a little bit better. But again, great example of not needing to do much. What we did install on this truck was a Hellwig rear sway bar. What that does is it tidies up the body roll of the truck. You could completely option this without that and run a 4-wheel camper without any issues. That just makes it a little bit more drivable so that as you corner on freeway off ramps and tight corners at speed and stuff, it doesn't quite lean over as much. It makes it a little bit more drivable. Another really nice option is the underseat air compressor system. This is almost becoming a standard for our Super Duty non-flatbed builds. So every time you go off-road, long dirt sections, you should be airing down your tires. Helps with traction and better ride quality. Something I've always said and tell customers is if it's not easy to air back up, you'll never air down. So integrating a system into the truck has been really nice. So what we do is underneath the seat here, we mount a ARB Twin brushless air compressor. This truck has factory upfitter switches, so this is wired into the upfitter switches. Super simple and easy. We can also tie it into a Switch Pros or switch somewhere else if you'd like to. So underneath here is the ARB Twin air compressor. It mounts into the storage compartment, and then you can see the air lines teed off of it that run out to both sides. Super clean, simple, still good storage back in here. We've got a pump up kit and a digital inflator in here. So this truck does have the storage box below it. You do not have to have the storage box to be able to put the compressor in here. We've also installed this in super cabs. We've installed it in the 4-door trucks like this one. We figured out how to put it into almost any Super Duty platform or even F-150s. There are options for Rams, Chevys, all sorts of stuff, but under the seat works really well. Let's jump into the camper. So this is a brand new 2026 4-Wheel Camper's Hawk side dinette. This just arrived with our last batch of campers and we got it installed on this customer's truck. So we're gonna dive into the camper here, show you a little bit more. First off, let's pop the roof on it. So there's 6 latches on the 4-wheel camper, 2 on the rear, 1 on each side, passenger and driver side, and then 2 up front. Brief overview on the outside of the camper. The customer optioned this one out to be, I don't want to say fully loaded, but pretty damn close to it. He's got an external shower, Truma furnace, and shore power over down this side, as well as a little storage cubby here that's optioned on the side dinettes and the rollover couches. This is your Truma furnace, or excuse me, it's Truma water heater here, shower hookup, freshwater fill. This is a part of the external lighting package, as well as some lights down here. This is the furnace exhaust, and then this is where your shore power would plug in right here. On the back of the camper, the customer optioned fold down steps. So this is the rear wall step option. 2 steps here, 2 steps here. They help you access the roof, as well as they're just a great place to hang stuff. When my wife and I travel out of this thing, or our version of it, which is that flatbed sitting over there, we hang trash bags on these, wetsuits, towels, all that kind of stuff that you want to hang outside. It works great. The customer also options the exterior lighting flood package options. So there are 2 lights here on the back wall that you can rotate, pivot. They're nice bright lights. So when you get parked and you want to set up at camp, flick a switch, you just get good lighting outside. I'd say if you were between the 2 and you wanted to pick one or the other, I would choose the exterior package, which is going to have the side lights as well as the lights down here. Those are better to hang out underneath at camp. They're not as bright and in your face. These ones are great to be able to flick on and just have bright light to set everything up, but it might not be something that you're going to like hang out underneath. The light over here is a factory standard light. Oh, the power's off right now. This comes on all four-wheel campers. And then he didn't option an awning, but if you did option an awning on the side, there's an additional light over here. Because this truck's a full-size camper, it has marker lights. So there's gonna be marker lights on all sides of it that we wire into the factory running light circuit on the truck. We've also got the large sliding window that comes on these side dinettes and rollover couches here. This fully opens and screen moves so you can get full indoor-outdoor access. You've got your Starlink plug here that you can plug a Starlink Mini into. 110 output here so that when you plug into shore power, this becomes hot, or if you add an inverter, that also becomes hot. And then you've got USB, USB-C right here. That's pretty much it for the outside of the camper. Let's jump into the inside. All four-wheel campers have a little door latch back here. So this guy flicks up and catches in right there. Also forgot to talk about the propane tanks. 2 10-pound propane tanks come from the factory, and they're housed inside of this compartment right here. So now that we're inside, to open the roof on these campers, there's 2 push panels on the ceiling here that you'll push on and lift up. There's also gas struts on the outside of the camper that assist in pushing up the roof. So unlatch your panel there, undo your snap here. We do the rear first, then the front. So you're gonna come in and push up, and then click this panel into place. You'll be able to see it a little bit better on the front once we get that. And then you're gonna come up here to this panel and push up, and then use this bar to push forwards and in to set the front in place. So now that we're inside the camper, let's fire up the power system. So inside of this compartment, there's a push-pull switch. Pull that out. That turns on the whole power system in the camper. You can hear the fans booting up and everything. Every four-wheel camper has this switch. It's a master on-off switch, so that when you're at home, not using it, you can just flick that in, shut the whole thing off, and know you're not gonna drain your batteries down. 12-volt fuse panels in here, as well as your shore power inputs panel here, or 110 outputs panel. Once you've got your roof up, you can move your bungees out of the way. Side dinettes have this nice little storage pocket, which is great to store those in. Like I said, this is a pretty well optioned camper. So customer did the bamboo countertops, black countertop faces, underbed storage. So huge storage compartment in here. That's been great. LED lights on the ceiling are standard. You've got amber, white, and dual. Smoke detector, CO alarms down below. You've got twin fans on this one as well too. Fans are super simple. You just push a button, fan opens up. You can move air in or move air out, depending on however you'd like to. We like to use it with one pushing in, one pulling out. It just makes a nice flow through the camper. Shut that off so it's not noisy. The customer also optioned the king bed extension. So this extension plate pulls out, and then you've got these cushions here that'll stack in place. There's 4 of them total that go in here. That allows you to sleep north, south, or front to back in the camper, and just gives you an absurd amount of space to sleep. It's really nice. Move the rest of the cushions. So side dinette is when you have the 2 seats down the passenger side of the camper that face at each other. There are 3 layouts available on the slide-in campers. Side dinette is this one. So table moves, swivels this way. There's an additional cushion right here, and then 2 people can sit at the table comfortably, eat, work, do whatever else. There's also a rollover couch where this turns into a large bench that runs down the side, and then a front dinette where these 2 seats are pivoted and put over here, and then the cabinetry is extended down this way. Each one has their positives and negatives to it. We'll probably do a video diving into that at some point. On this side dinette, you've got additional storage right here, small little cubby, storage here. There's storage in below this seat. This one's a nice size compartment, so good there. There's storage in here, small little cubby. The water tank's also located in here. All slide-in campers from 4-wheel campers have a 20-gallon water tank standard options if you get a water system. A little bit of storage in here, as well as where your batteries are located. This customer did 2 lithium batteries, so there's 2 Expion 163s in here. And this is also a rolling portion on the side dinette, so this does turn into a bed. So we'll just do a quick example here, but if you move that over, realistically, you take this out instead of the side, this whole cushion flips up and over and lays in here, and then you could sleep an additional person down the side of the camper here. Over on the driver's side of the camper, this is where you've got your kitchen or galley. You've got a flush mount sink. Oh wow, it's the new one. It's super deep. That's cool. They just must have swapped to these guys. So sink, stove, you've got storage in here. So a pretty large compartment in here. This is where a good place is for pots and pans and food and all that. You've also got a small drawer in here with the shipping foam. There's a small utensils tray in here. Storage down in here. Small amount of storage. There's also access to your water pump and some of the other utilities of the camper. And then another storage pocket. It's pretty deep in there. Your electrical is here. You've got a 110 outlet here from the factory. The outlets in the four-wheel campers are only hot when you're plugged into shore power, unless you option an inverter. Inverters are only available on front dinette slide-in campers, but here at Basil's Garage, we can always add them after the fact. We can do it on rollover couches, side dinettes, anything really. What that does is you'd have a separate button here on the countertop, so you'd be able to poke. That would then turn your inverter on, and then all of your outlets inside as well as outside would turn on and become hot. This is your furnace vent, so this actually rotates and will shoot hot air either down at your feet, up in the bed, wherever else you want. Hot air comes out of there. The option on this camper from the factory was the 2 lithium batteries. That comes with the BCDC 1225 from Redarc, which is a 25 amp DC to DC charger from the factory. That is monitored by a Victron energy system. So the BCDC is actually located right here. This is a small Orion Victron charger that's used for the Starlink port to up the voltage to be able to run the Starlink Mini. This is where you charge off of your vehicle's alternator as well as solar. So this customer does have solar panels up on the roof. We actually optioned a 180 watt glass Redarc panel that we have custom mounts that go onto up on the roof. It's a really nice clean system, super efficient panel. This charger will charge at 25 amps off the alternator or solar. So anytime the vehicle's on and running, you're getting charged back to your back batteries back here. Really simple system. It just works. You don't have to think about it. You charge when you're driving, you charge when you're parked off the sun. The Victron system does give you some monitoring, so you can see what your basics are, like state of charge, voltage, how much solar you're getting in, and basics like that. Again, with the slide-ins and the rollover couches, you cannot option a full Redarc management system from the factory. So if you've seen on other Model 4-wheel campers, you've got that really nice Redarc screen that has all the buttons on it that you can push and turn things on and off and see data. Not available from the factory, but you can do it through Basil's Garage. So we have figured out a solution for that to where we can put a Manager 30 in this battery compartment as well as an inverter. And then we swap out this Victron system, and then we're able to fully run the whole system through the Redarc components. And that allows you to switch everything on and off through one screen, as well as get a much better digital readout screen for battery status and tank levels and all that kind of stuff. So if you've ever seen that on campers, but you want to get a side dinette, come to us. We can make it happen. It's definitely not cheap, but it is a very good solution to be able to make the whole system dialed. Back in this corner back here, another storage compartment up here. This one's not super deep. This does change depth-wise depending on how big you get for your fridge. This is the 85-liter fridge. It's the isotherm fridge that 4-wheel camper sells. Super simple, small. You've got a small freezer compartment up here, as well as shelves down below and some door storage. They also make one that's a 65-liter that's just smaller than this, and then a 130-liter that's just bigger than this. What we also do for customers, it's super common, is we'll wire an additional 12-volt circuit off of this camper's power system into the back of the cab of the truck. What that does is you can carry a small fridge freezer in the back of the truck that you can use as a fridge or a freezer, and it's powered off of this camper's power system. So if you're parked for multiple days on end, it can run just endlessly, be charged by solar, just like this fridge would. Really nice system. Besides that, you've got your Truma controller over here. This will control your water pump, your water heater, USB, USB-Cs, Starlink, water pump. Basics are all over here for how you control and operate your power system as well as some of your appliances. The customer did do thermal pack. So this is the add-on quilted thermal layer. Velcro's down. This vinyl is the standard 4-wheel camper's exterior. You've got your blackout, and then your waterproof layer, and then your bug screen mesh here. You You can't always add this after the fact. If you didn't option it, you can always add it on. There's built-in Velcro into the camper, so it's an easy add-on, but we do strongly recommend you option it from the factory. It's great to have. It just keeps it warmer inside when it's cold. It keeps it cooler when it's hot out. It keeps it darker inside when you want to sleep in the morning. It's a really worthwhile option. So that's a basic overview on the inside of this 4-wheel camper. It's a really nice, simple package. The truck is simply modified, very stock, everything you need, nothing you don't. The camper looks great. It's the exterior diamond plate. This thing's ready to go. The customer's coming to pick this thing up this afternoon. Absolutely stoked on how it turned out. Let us know if you need help with the camper, buying a new one, modifying an old one. Same with truck stuff. We're happy to help out with suspension, wheels, tires, bumpers, fuel tanks, everything. We built some really cool trucks here. We're stoked to help get you guys out traveling.